In his 2017 convocation address, University President Michael Ng said, "If there was ever a time when we needed to educate students and ourselves about living in a diverse society, it is now." And no one is more committed to educating others about living in a diverse society than Lester Deans. Growing up in St. Louis, Missouri, Lester's mother, Charlotte, was a role model in every way. With seemingly endless reservoirs of energy, she instilled in Lester and his brother Kareem and sister Candace an appreciation for hard work, commitment, and education. Lester attended Lake Forest College and became the first in his family to earn an undergraduate degree. But his mother quickly became the second when she graduated from Washington University just 1 year after Lester. Absent for much of his childhood, Lester's father was a different kind of role model. He was incarcerated for selling drugs, but once he left prison, his father taught himself construction and home repair, and in doing so, set a new direction for his life. For Lester, this turnaround was a lesson in the power of second chances and the notion that we can find our truest self in how we respond to our worst moments. Lester's parents forged his character, but an experience at Lake Forest would chart the course of his career. While attending classes and serving as a resident assistant, Lester discovered a friend hadn't left his room in several days. Lester reached out, and their conversation led the friend to seek behavioral health support. A few years later, that friend received his diploma. Someone paralyzed by his greatest fear would, in a few years, experience his greatest success. That was higher education at its best, and Lester was ready for more. Deans received his master's from the University of Pacific and arrived at SCU in 2003, where he got a crash course in Bronco life as the resident director of Swig Hall. He immersed himself in the Santa Clara community and wasted no time making his mark on the university. Lester's goal has always been to incorporate the values of diversity and inclusion into all educational programs while enhancing the campus climate for everyone. As the Assistant Dean for Student Life, he led the Office for Multicultural Learning, brought major speakers to campus, developed a comprehensive diversity training model for student leaders, hosted the first South Bay Diversity Leadership Conference, taught academic courses, developed the Diversity and Inclusion series for all incoming students, and presented extensively at conferences across the country. Additionally, Dean served on the first 6-quarter experience committee, the University Sustaining Excellence Steering Committee, the Council on Inclusive Excellence, the Staff Affairs Committee, and the university's Strategic Plan Committee on Diversity and Inclusion. Lester also co-chaired the Men in Progress program and received several grants to research the student experience at SCU. He even prepared an annual meal for incoming members of LEAD, a program for first-generation students whose parents did not graduate from a 4-year college or university. Over the past year, he was a passionate advocate for implementing the recommendations of the Blue Ribbon Commission on Diversity and Inclusion, and he has been an authentic, visible, respected, and collaborative leader in investigating and responding to incidents of bias on campus, thoughtfully drawing on his own experiences about the power of second chances. In an article for the Ignatian Center's Explore journal, Lester wrote a letter to his wife Adrienne and their twin daughters Anissa and Amara, saying, "Lasting change comes from connecting minds and hearts, from sharing values and experiences, and from genuine dialogue. Few people have done more to create an atmosphere for genuine dialogue at Santa Clara University than Lester Deans. Few have more meaningfully connected the minds and hearts of our students. And when the disconnects arose, Lester Deans was a first responder to knock down barriers and build up trust within our community. For what he's done to educate us all about living in a diverse society, the Alumni Association is proud to present the 2018 Paul L. Locatelli Award to Lester Deans."